Welcome to West Virginia, folks. Forget the concrete jungle. We're diving headfirst into nature's playground. This state's got it all: lush forests that'll make you feel like you're in Jurassic Park, winding rivers that'd make a water snake jealous, and landscapes so picturesque they'd make Bob Ross reach for a bigger brush. If you're an adrenaline junkie with a thirst for adventure, or just someone who needs a break from the daily grind, West Virginia's the place to be. We're talking prime territory for hiking, camping, kayaking, rock climbing, you name it, they've got it. So pack your gear, lace up your boots, and get ready for an epic journey as we explore the top 10 campsites this wild and wonderful state has to offer. Trust me, you won't want to miss this. First up, we're conquering the New River Gorge National Park. Picture this. You wake up in your tent, unzip the flap, and bam! You're greeted by breathtaking views of the gorge. The mist is rising off the New River, the sun is painting the sandstone cliffs in golden hues, and the air is filled with the sounds of nature. It's enough to make you want to pack up and move into a cave. But hold on, we've got adventures to have. This place is a haven for thrill seekers. We're talking world-class rock climbing routes that'll test your limits and your grip strength. Whether you're a seasoned pro or a newbie climber, there's a challenge waiting for you on these sandstone cliffs. But it's not all about scaling vertical walls, mind you. The park also boasts over 70,000 acres of pristine wilderness to explore. Hundreds of miles of hiking trails wind their way through the park, each one offering something unique. Lush forests, cascading waterfalls, panoramic overlooks. You name it, the New River Gorge has got it. Keep your eyes peeled for wildlife too. We're talking black bears, white-tailed deer, maybe even a bobcat if you're lucky, or unlucky, depending on how close you get. So whether you're here to conquer the cliffs, lose yourself in the wilderness, or simply soak up the jaw-dropping scenery, the New River Gorge National Park won't disappoint. Just remember to pack your sense of adventure, and maybe a first aid kit just in case. You're going to need it. Next up, we're heading to Seneca Rocks, one of West Virginia's most iconic landmarks. Imagine towering rock formations, jutting straight up from the earth like nature's own skyscrapers. That's Seneca Rocks for you. This place is a mecca for rock climbers, and for good reason. The sheer vertical faces of these quartzite cliffs offer some of the most challenging and rewarding climbs in the eastern United States. But don't worry, you don't have to be a climbing fanatic to appreciate the beauty of Seneca Rocks. There are plenty of hiking trails that wind their way through the surrounding Monongahela National Forest, offering stunning views of the rocks from below. Take the Seneca Rocks Trail, for example. This 2.6-mile loop takes you through a lush forest, past cascading waterfalls, and to the base of the towering South Peak. From there, you can challenge yourself to the scramble to the top of the rocks. It's a steep and strenuous climb, but the panoramic views from the summit are well worth the effort. And if you're lucky enough to be there at sunset, you'll witness a spectacle that'll stay with you long after you've left. As the sun dips below the horizon, the rocks glow with an ethereal light, casting long shadows across the surrounding forest. It's a truly magical experience, and one that you won't soon forget. So pack your hiking boots, grab your camera, and get ready to experience the awe-inspiring beauty of Seneca Rocks. Get ready to feel on top of the world, literally. This time, we're venturing into the Spruce Knob Seneca Rocks National Recreation Area, home to Spruce Knob, the highest peak in all of West Virginia. Now, I've climbed my fair share of peaks in my time, but there's something special about conquering the highest point in a state. It's like you've earned bragging rights over every other rock and tree in the vicinity. But reaching the summit is just the beginning. From the observation tower atop Spruce Knob, you're treated to a 360-degree panorama that'll leave you breathless. Rolling mountains stretch out as far as the eye can see, cloaked in a patchwork quilt of emerald green forests. On a clear day, you can even spot landmarks in neighboring states. It's a humbling reminder of the sheer vastness and beauty of the natural world. And the best part? When the sun goes down, the real show begins. With minimal light pollution, Spruce Knob is a stargazer's paradise. As darkness descends, the sky explodes with a million twinkling stars, so bright and clear you'd swear you could reach out and touch them. It's enough to make you forget about your phone, your worries, and the hustle and bustle of everyday life. So, if you're looking to escape the city lights and reconnect with nature, Spruce Knob Seneca Rocks National Recreation Area is the place to be. Just don't forget your jacket. It gets chilly up there. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to enter a landscape unlike any other. Dolly Sod's Wilderness. It's a mouthful to say and an eyeful to behold. Imagine a place where wind-sculpted trees cling to rocky outcrops, where sphagnum bogs shimmer underfoot, and where the air is thick with the scent of pine needles and damp earth. It's like stepping into a scene from Lord of the Rings, minus the hobbits and orcs. At least I haven't encountered any yet. This high-altitude plateau is a harsh mistress, shaped by fire, ice, and centuries of wind. But beneath its rugged exterior lies a unique and fragile ecosystem. We're talking rare plants, carnivorous bogs, and wildlife that's adapted to survive in this unforgiving environment. Keep your eyes peeled for red foxes darting through the undergrowth. Listen for the drumming of a pileated woodpecker echoing through the trees, and watch your step. You never know what kind of critters might be lurking in the bog. Now, Dolly Sod's isn't for the faint of heart. The trails here are rugged and challenging, often traversing rocky terrain and crossing swift-moving streams. But for those willing to brave the elements and embrace the wildness, the rewards are immense. The sense of isolation is profound, the scenery is breathtaking, and the feeling of accomplishment after conquering a particularly challenging trail is second to none. So if you're looking for a wilderness experience that's truly off the beaten path, pack your backpack, grab your compass, and prepare to be amazed by the strange and wonderful world of Dolly Sod's Wilderness. Now let's talk about a place that's got something for everyone, no matter the season. Nestled amongst the Appalachian Mountains, Canaan Valley State Park is a year-round playground for outdoor enthusiasts. Imagine this: crystal clear lakes reflecting the surrounding mountains, lush forests bursting with life, and meadows carpeted in wildflowers. It's enough to make you want to ditch the tent and set up permanent camp. In the summer, dive headfirst into adventure. Hike or bike the miles of trails that crisscross the park, paddle a kayak across the serene waters of Canaan Valley Lake, or tee off at the challenging golf course. And if you're feeling really adventurous, take the plunge and try whitewater rafting on the nearby Blackwater River. Trust me, it's a wild ride. As autumn paints the landscape in vibrant hues of gold, crimson, and russet, Canaan Valley transforms into a photographer's paradise. The crisp mountain air takes on a refreshing chill, and the forests come alive with the sounds of crunching leaves underfoot. It's the perfect time to cozy up in a cabin, roast marshmallows over a campfire, and simply soak up the beauty of nature's grand finale. And when winter blankets the valley in a pristine layer of snow, the fun doesn't stop. Canaan Valley transforms into a winter wonderland, perfect for cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, and even downhill skiing at the Canaan Valley Resort. So pack your gear for all seasons, folks, because Canaan Valley State Park is a destination that'll keep you coming back year after year. Get ready to be captivated by the raw beauty of Blackwater Falls State Park, home to, you guessed it, Blackwater Falls. This ain't your average trickling waterfall, folks. We're talking about a thundering cascade of water plunging over 60 feet into a rugged gorge. The Blackwater River, stained a deep amber by tannins from fallen hemlock and red spruce needles, creates a striking contrast against the moss-covered rocks. It's a sight that'll stop you dead in your tracks. Now, you're probably thinking, Bear, that sounds impressive, but what about the camping? Well, my friend, Blackwater Falls State Park doesn't disappoint. Choose from over 60 campsites nestled amongst towering hemlock trees, offering a secluded and tranquil escape. Imagine waking up to the sound of bird song and the scent of pine needles. It's enough to make you forget about the stresses of everyday life. But don't spend all your time lounging around the campsite. Blackwater Falls State Park is a hiker's paradise, with over 20 miles of trails winding through pristine forests, past cascading waterfalls, and along the rim of the Blackwater Canyon. For the best views, tackle the El La Cala Trail. This challenging 2.4-mile loop takes you to Lindy Point, offering jaw-dropping panoramic views of the canyon and the falls. And if you're feeling adventurous, try your hand at whitewater rafting on the Blackwater River. Just be prepared for a wild ride. Blackwater Falls State Park is a destination that'll leave you breathless, rejuvenated, and yearning for more. Let's face it, sometimes you just need to escape the hustle and bustle and disappear into the tranquility of nature. And that's where Greenbrier State Forest comes in. Picture this: dense forests of towering hemlock, spruce, and maple trees, their branches forming a verdant canopy overhead. The air is thick with the scent of pine needles and damp earth, and the only sounds you hear are the gentle rustling of leaves and the distant call of a woodpecker. It's like stepping into a cathedral of nature, a place where you can truly find peace and solitude. Now, Greenbrier State Forest might not have the towering cliffs or thundering waterfalls of some of the other locations on our list, but that's precisely its charm. This is a place to slow down, to reconnect with nature, and to simply breathe. Take a leisurely hike along the Greenbrier River Trail, a scenic pathway that follows the course of the river for over 78 miles. Cast a line into the cool, clear water and try your luck at catching trout. Or simply find a secluded spot by the riverbank, close your eyes, and listen to the soothing sounds of the water flowing by. For those who prefer to camp under the stars, Greenbrier State Forest offers a variety of campsites, from primitive tent sites to RV hookups. Set up camp amongst the towering trees, build a crackling campfire, and spend your evenings gazing up at the star-filled sky. It's the perfect way to escape the city lights and reconnect with the simple pleasures of life. So, if you're looking for a place to escape the crowds, to find peace and tranquility, and to immerse yourself in the beauty of nature, Greenbrier State Forest is calling your name. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to dive headfirst into over 900,000 acres of untamed wilderness. That's right, Monongahela National Forest is a sprawling wonderland of rugged mountains, cascading waterfalls, and ancient forests just begging to be explored. It's the kind of place that calls to the wild soul, the adventurer who craves solitude and seeks solace in the embrace of Mother Nature. We're not talking about your average walk in the park here. This is the real deal, folks. Backpacking, anyone? Monongahela National Forest offers endless opportunities for multi-day treks through some of the most remote and pristine wilderness in the East. Imagine yourself, map and compass in hand, navigating dense forests, scrambling over rocky outcrops, and setting up camp under a canopy of stars. Sound intimidating? It can be, but trust me, the sense of accomplishment and the raw beauty you'll encounter along the way will be worth every bead of sweat. But hey, I get it. Not everyone's cut out for a multi-day wilderness expedition, and that's perfectly fine. Monongahela National Forest caters to all levels of outdoor enthusiasts. Prefer a more leisurely pace? No problem. Explore the network of well-maintained hiking trails that wind their way through the park, offering breathtaking views of the surrounding mountains and valleys. Or pack a picnic and head to one of the many scenic overlooks, where you can soak up the panoramic vistas and enjoy the peace and quiet. And let's not forget about the campgrounds. Monongahela National Forest has got you covered, whether you prefer the comforts of a developed campground with picnic tables and fire rings, or the solitude of a secluded backcountry site. So, pack your gear, grab your sense of adventure, and prepare to lose yourself in the vast wilderness of Monongahela National Forest. Ever wondered what life was like in the days of gristmills and covered bridges? Well, get ready to step back in time at Babcock State Park, a charming blend of natural beauty and historical intrigue. Imagine strolling along the banks of Glade Creek, its waters flowing peacefully beneath a picturesque covered bridge. The sound of rushing water mingles with the chirping of birds, and the air is thick with the scent of pine needles and damp earth. It's a scene straight out of a postcard, folks, and it's just the beginning of what Babcock State Park has to offer. Now, the centerpiece of this park has got to be the Glade Creek Grist Mill. This ain't your average historical relic, folks. This fully functional mill has been painstakingly restored to its 19th century glory, offering a glimpse into the past and a reminder of a simpler time. Watch as the massive water wheel turns, powering the millstones that grind corn into meal, just like they did over a century ago. It's a fascinating and educational experience for folks of all ages. But don't think for a minute that Babcock State Park is just about history lessons and old-timey machinery. This park's got over 4,000 acres of rugged terrain to explore, with miles of hiking trails winding through pristine forests, past cascading waterfalls, and along scenic ridgelines. For a real challenge, tackle the challenging 14-mile-long narrow-gauge trail, which follows the path of a former logging railroad. And when it's time to rest your weary bones, set up camp at one of the park's many campsites. Choose from lakeside spots, secluded wooded sites, or even rent a rustic cabin for a touch of comfort. Babcock State Park is the perfect destination for those seeking a unique blend of natural beauty, history, and outdoor adventure. All right, adrenaline junkies, this one's for you. Get ready to experience the thrill of Cooper's Rock State Forest, a haven for outdoor enthusiasts with a taste for adventure. Perched high above the Cheat River Gorge, this park offers jaw-dropping views, challenging trails, and enough adrenaline-pumping activities to keep you on the edge of your seat. Let's talk about those views, shall we? From the overlooks at Cooper's Rock, you'll be treated to panoramic vistas of the Cheat River Gorge, a rugged canyon carved by the Cheat River over millions of years. The sight of the river snaking its way through the gorge, the dense forest clinging to the steep slopes, and the distant mountains rising in the distance is enough to make you feel like you're standing on top of the world. But don't just admire the view from afar, get out there and experience it firsthand. Cooper's Rock State Forest boasts over 50 miles of hiking trails, ranging from easy strolls to challenging climbs. For a real adventure, tackle the Raven Rock Trail, a strenuous loop that takes you to the edge of the gorge, offering heart-stopping views and a serious workout. And if you're feeling really daring, try your hand at rock climbing on the sandstone cliffs. Just be sure to bring your A game and a good pair of climbing shoes. And when the day is done and you've had your fill of adventure, set up camp at one of the park's many campsites. Choose from secluded wooded sites or spots with stunning views of the gorge. Cooper's Rock State Forest is the perfect destination for those who crave adventure, stunning scenery, and a healthy dose of adrenaline. So, there you have it, folks. 10 of West Virginia's most incredible campsites. From the rugged peaks of Spruce Knob to the tranquil forests of Greenbrier, this state has something to offer every outdoor enthusiast. Whether you're seeking heart-pounding adventure, peaceful solitude, or simply a chance to reconnect with nature, West Virginia's got you covered. But hey, don't just take my word for it. Get out there and experience it for yourself. Pack your gear, lace up your boots, and discover the wild and wonderful beauty of West Virginia's great outdoors. Trust me, you won't be disappointed. And remember, adventure is out there waiting for those brave enough to seek it. Until next time, stay wild.